Welcome to Sports Geek Throwback. Here's your host, the sports geek himself, Sean Callanan.
G'day, I am Sean Callanan from Sports Geek, and welcome to Sports Geek Throwback, where I pick out the best bits from the Sports Geek podcast archive. For this week's Sports Geek Throwback, I go back to episode 301 with Chip Suttles, published back in April 2021. Chip is the Vice President of Technology at the Seattle Seahawks. He has been at the Seahawks since 2012. Remember, if you need help understanding how to leverage AI, we'd love to help. Please send me an email. I would love to see your team succeed. In this throwback episode, Chip and I discuss when to adopt new technology and how to serve the demands from business and football departments. Remember, you can listen to the full episode at sportsgeekhq.com/301. So technology, an absolute key pillar, obviously, and moved a long way from those early days of the Olympics. Far more in the fan engagement space, and integration into your stadium. So, how do you, as technology and managing technology, support and support other departments and other business areas across the Seahawks?
Yeah, I look at it two ways. I look at, business operations and then stadium operations, and I'm responsible for both the, traditional IT and technical operations of the stadium. So from a business operation, I just want to provide the best tools in software and do it in a secure manner that they're protecting themselves and we're protecting the organization and our data and our intellectual property. So I just try to look for what's best in class. We've been fortunate to have a great relationship with Microsoft over the years and with the NFL League Office. And we've been the first team to roll out Office 365 and use that platform. And that's been helpful. And I think now all the teams are on board. But, being a front runner sometimes has given us some headaches. But for the most part, it's been beneficial that we get the support we need from the league and from our vendors and be able to do that. I'm always competing against, there's so many solutions out there that are just, cloud-based that all the departments can go and shop and buy their own solutions. But I'm trying to always educate the organization that they need to come through tech so that we can support it, protect it, and make sure it is the right fit for our environment. So that's on the business side. On the fan side, I think it starts with connectivity. So I spent a lot of emphasis on making sure that we have enough bandwidth, that we have, the latest 5G rollouts for our cellular coverage and our LTE networks, and that we have the latest Wi-Fi. And I just finished our second rollout of Wi-Fi 6 AX at the stadium, 1,500 new access points that are just waiting for some spectators and our 12s to come back and utilize. So I'm anxious to get that tested and tuned. We were fortunate enough to be able to do that project during the COVID year, because it was under the essential category, and so I'm anxious to get fans back in the building and try it out. So.
Yeah, I mean, I remember some of the early seat conversations where we started having fines if people were talking about Wi-Fi too often, because it became it's a utility. It had to happen, but we were all there in those early days of having those fights and making those pledges to get Wi-Fi systems embedded in, because it was required at stadiums. But now having that technology rolled out is the same as we're not going to have toilets at this stadium. It's just as insane. So it's good that we've advanced on that, but the new tech keeps rolling because the phones keep changing, and if it's not Wi-Fi now, it's 5G, and the coverage, because you're just getting more and more, hopefully, fans sharing once they're in a stadium.
Well, the importance of it is that, I think a good experience starts with connectivity, but the importance is that we've gone so mobile. We went cashless a couple years ago. We're one of the first stadiums in the U.S. to go cashless, and we've gone 100% mobile tickets as well. We just rolled in a new access ticket pedestal control that we're putting in place to allow more the spectators to come in more freely without having to interact with individuals. There'll still be assistants and event operators there to help them, but this pedestal will allow you to go through and just scan your ticket using NFC in the Ticketmaster.
If you like this Sports Geek Throwback episode, please check out the full episode at sportsgeekhq.com. Please share Sports Geek with your sports business colleagues. We appreciate you sharing. We love working with podcast listeners. Please get in touch so we can help your team. Go to sportsgeekhq.com/phone call. All Sports Geek episodes are available at sportsgeekhq.com and all podcast platforms.